Do seat jackers actually make a difference? We're about to find out. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Second Chance Overland. Today I've got the Gladiator in the shop, and I've actually had these on the shelf for a while now and haven't gotten around to actually installing them. So these are the seat jacker, and this is supposed to raise the front of the seat in the Jeep, give it a different angle and make it more comfortable. But we're going to find out if it actually makes a difference. These are pretty simple products, but from what I've heard, they actually do make a difference and work pretty well. So let's find out. So the first thing we're going to need to do is remove the seat bolts. Now there's two at the front and two at the rear at the seat rails. Of course, the rears are going to be interesting because not only do I have the goose gear rear seat delete in here, but I also have the fridge installed and really don't want to take that out. So it should be interesting. But we're going to give this a shot here. And so it's just 4 bolts. Now on the Gladiator, it is a E12 Torx socket. So it's an E12, not a regular Torx, so it's basically reverse. So as you can kind of see, basically the head of the bolt looks like a Torx bit instead of the other way around. So you've got one here on the door side. You've got another one there on the trans tunnel side. And we're going to slide the seat forward. And then you've got the same thing at the back. Now the rear bolts do not need to be completely removed. The fronts, you completely remove those. The rear, you just need to loosen them up enough so that you can raise the seat up, get some movement out of it, and get those seat jackers up underneath. So let's go ahead and get this loosened up. I'm going to start with the rear. That way I've got the seat slid all the way forward to start, loosen those up, slide it back, and then I can access the fronts. Now this passenger one does go in at a slight angle, so you want to be careful of that when you're installing everything. Okay, so I ended up just completely unbolting the seat just to give me a lot more room. Especially with the fridge in here, it's hard to get some room. So got this pulled up. I'm going to go ahead and just double check that the new bolts thread in, no problem, and they do. So the new bolts are a 8mm Allen. Now you get 2 different blocks with this. The smaller one is going to go on the transmission tunnel side. The larger one is going to go on the door side. And on the transmission side, you've got this hole in the front. That is the front. So you want that forward on the transmission tunnel side and the hole facing back on the door side. So we're going to put a little blue Loctite on these. I know this is probably hard to see. It's not exactly easy to do either. I mean, it's not that difficult, but it is fiddly, to say the least. Okay. Now, I'm not going too crazy on tightening them down right now. I want to be able to move them just a little bit because I want to get the seat back into position and make sure that I've got the seat jackers lined up properly. So now we're going to torque those bolts to 35 foot-pounds. All right, so now we can bolt the seat back in place. Now it does come with one washer, and that's going to go on the bolt that attaches the OEM seat frame to the seat jacker on the door side. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and slide the seat forward again. Get to these rear bolts. So the rear we do keep with the factory bolts. Now I haven't torqued down the front bolts yet because I may need to tweak this just a little bit here and there to get it to sit properly. All right, so you can see we've got the seat jacker block installed. The other one there. So definitely raise that front up. So yeah, so this will be interesting to see how it is actually getting in. In fact, let's do that. That really does feel a lot different. That's amazing. I guess we'll have to get it out and drive it and see how it feels. All right, so the seat jackers are installed. It definitely makes a big difference from just sitting in it. Probably gonna take me a little bit to get the seat set right again, just to where I want it. But now the only thing left is to get this thing out on the trail and see what I think of it there. All right, so first drive out after installing the seat jackers on the Gladiator, and I gotta tell you, at first I really didn't like it. It felt really awkward, but I'm starting to get used to it. I can see how it might be a little bit nicer on longer trips. So we'll keep them in for now and see how we like them long term, but not too bad so far. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you next time on Second Chance Overland.